Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mike with GamingReset.com, and we have our Sega Master System Marathon continuing with Dick Tracy. So, for those that aren't familiar with Dick Tracy, essentially Dick Tracy was a movie, came out in the early 90s, 90 I think, and he was a detective. It was kind of a real-life comic book style sort of movie. Super popular, so they made that into a game. The video game found its way to the Sega Master System, the Genesis, the NES, and maybe a few others that I can't recall. But the Genesis and the Sega Master System versions were a little bit different from the NES versions, based on the fact that the NES version was more of had a top-down view, had some more action. It was the game overall was a little bit more broad. What you can see here is the gameplay of the Master System version. It's essentially a side-scroller, but it gives you the option to shoot across the street. So it gives another depth to the gameplay and the gunplay kind of in this game. It actually is pretty fun to play, but it's not very deep. You kind of find that with a lot of Master System games that have either been ported over or just kind of thrown on the system because they could. This feels like one of those games, but it's not to say that it's bad, because it does have some variety to the gameplay just based on the different worlds, and there is a driving scene into it, but it is only 6 stages long. That said, it's going to feel a lot like a lot of the other Master System games that you've played. The side-scrolling kind of has a bit of a Shinobi feel. I just jumped to the end of that level just to give you another idea of what the variety of the level. So here's the second level. You kind of find yourself in a freight yard or a train yard. And that kind of repeats throughout the game. The baddies get a little bit more difficult. You do always have your gun. This guy here is going to throw stuff at you, and that kind of level of difficulty ramps up again as you go through the game. But as far as the game goes, I actually think it's pretty fun. If you can get your hands on US copy, those are actually pretty tough to come by, especially with the US manual, the US box art, stuff like that. So if you find one, pick it up if it's a fairly good price, because it is tough to find. But overall, if you're looking for something a little bit different to play, and kind of want to check out a movie licensed title from back in the day, Dick Tracy will fit that bill. I wish I had more to say about it, but there's not a ton to say. It was a late Master System release, came out in 90. Side-scrolling action, has decent gunplay, decent side mechanics. You can glitch it, because I think this was a piece of the limitations of the Master System. It will only have 2 guys on screen chasing you in certain aspects, so if you get 2 guys on the screen, they'll just follow you and get through levels. But like I said, it's pretty fun. I'd give it a 3.5 stars out of 5. And like anything, give the Master System some love. So that's it, Dick Tracy. Just a quick preview if you haven't played it on Sega Master System. And again, this is Mike with GamingReset.com.